The world tells us who we should be, but today I want to remind you of who we are: capable, equal, and strong, regardless of our gender. Hi everyone, my name is Khaesha Indriani, a student at Buana Perjuangan Karawang University, and I'm proud to be part of the Pilmapres competition at 2025. Let me start with a simple question. Have you ever felt belittled not because of your abilities but because of your gender? Many of us have, and sadly, many still experience it every day. We all agree that the progress of a nation will never be achieved without the improvement and safety of women. However, every year, the reality reflects in the 2024 annual report of the National Commission of Violence Against Women, Chata, who forced us to be bold, reflect, and act. Data released by the National Commission of Violence Against Women and reporting partners show the forms of violence against women are still very high and concerning. Sexual violence 26.94%, psychological violence 26.94%, physical violence 26.78%, and the last economic violence 9.84%. These are not just a number. Each percentage is representation of human beings whose rights have been violated, whose dignity has been taken away, and whose future has been hampered. Sexual violence not longer only occurs in the dark room. It can be homes, it can be campus, it can be office, and even the digital world. Psychological and economic violence show a more subtle but equally deadly face of oppression. And who are the most victims? Of course, women. Discussing about gender equality. Gender equality is a condition where women and men have the same right, same opportunity, and treatment in various aspects of life. It is not just about women's rights, but also about creating a more just and equal by society for all. So today, let's change our attitude. Don't be silent, don't be hesitant, don't give up. Because when one woman rises, she can lift her community. When women are empowered, a generation will be aligned to it. We live in a world where girls are said to emotional to live, where boys are told they shouldn't cry, where women do the same jobs as men but are paid less. But there's the truth. Equality doesn't mean being the same. Equality means having a quality right, equal opportunity, and the freedom to choose to be who we want to be regardless of gender. That's the world that SDGs 5 gender equality is striving for. A world that doesn't hold you back because of your gender, but moves you forward because of your passion and purpose. It is change. It starts with ourselves. It starts when we stop judging someone based on the appearance and start listening to what they stand for, supporting, not silencing each other. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Raden Ayu Kartini said, women must feel equality with education and experience to eradicate the stigma that women only take care of the kitchen, wills, and matters. One more thing, Raden Ayu Kartini said, many things can bring you down, but the only one thing that you can really bring you down is your own attitude. We don't have to be a global leaders to create change. We just have to be brave enough to believe that our voice matters. So let's rise up, not just as a student, not just a woman or man, but as human beings who believe in justice, respect, and equality. Because when we empower each other, we don't just change life, we change the world. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, let's strive for a future where gender equality is not just a dream, but a reality. Let's work together to create a world that values and respects every individual, regardless of their gender. Thank you for your attention. Let's be the change. Woman rise up, woman empower. That is all from me. See you and thank you.